our tertiary institution, these are the people on the next line. Anybody who is in level 1 now, in any of the higher institution or tertiary institutions in Nigeria, he has been built for suffering.
Already.
If you are there, you have been built for suffering.
So you're just in a small prison.
Yes, because if you finish, you don't have certainty of job. Even the rot within the higher institution is enough for you. Talk less of coming out, you don't have a job. Talk less of you are going to be used, because anybody who is now in level 3, in level 2, may be among the people that will conduct election 2023. By then they will do in NYSC. They will be the ones that INEC will use to conduct the election. They will be the ones, that will usher in the next old people if our youth now let them to take this advantage, to come and unleash more suffering on them. Deny them the jobs, give them only access to empower. Like these 500 people that have been decommissioned now are protesting that, okay, let them get extension or let them get paid. They're no more talking about the employment opportunities now, which is their sole right now for them to be employed to serious parastatals.
So if I can jump in to understand what we mean is that if we can make you a very good citizen as primary school, we don't make you in Nigeria as secondary school. I think we are not supposed to allow university to pass through you without you not having inculcating that idea of you being in Nigeria.
Exactly.
So now people are taken out of this country just to go to as close as Nigerian Republic and Cotonou to go and study.
Not Nigerian Republic, Maradi, call it
Maradi, just a throne stone from Nigeria.
From Katsina.
Look at the ABU, look at Insuka, look at FA with all the history. But today, just a school in Cotonou is now seen as a better school than even the school in Las. So I understand your feelings, and I think my students are supposed to understand. They are almost 50% or 40% of the election that is going to take place in 2020. They can decide what is supposed to happen. On this agenda that we have, I think most important that we really have to have a system that profiles the students, properly documented. One time, AUC was said that Ghost University, unaccredited courses, did a lot of things. So I'm still going to go back to that issue of data. We still have to have the data. Have the data of the school, the lecturers. And you know what's annoying me sometimes? Some of the lecturers don't even know why they have students. You are not supposed just to inculcate knowledge, just normal lectures to students. You're supposed to guide them. They're supposed to be better people from your class. As you're teaching them chemistry, you still teach them life.
Do you know what I'm seeing? For you to be a lecturer is a privilege.
Yes.
You are having opportunity of the future
of a
country, or a society, or a community.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the university too is very important for us to at least let's restart our country by restarting the higher institution. At least if we can't go low.
Exactly.
You understand? But at that level, no matter how somebody battle with the system, because the state government is taking care of this, the local government are coming on board, the state government are coming on board. But at this level, we're supposed to, because the teachers of the primary school and the teachers of the secondary school are all high institution products. So high institution is very important to us.
Exactly.
But that high institution, how many of us can be built that we have the profile, age, course, gender, qualification for all the teachers, staff, and non-staff. Something that we're supposed to have done by 1990-something.
Exactly.
We have all the dons in the university. They go abroad. They go for all this, their sabbaticals, and then they see how schools run. Why are we running our school differently? Like one small cult, that we can't even link their system with a central government system. Somebody above must see how universities are being run. After NUC seeing them, verifying them, giving them accreditation, there must be the ministry seeing what them and the NUC is doing. There must be something outside there. It's even seeing what the ministry and other system, even the president, he's supposed to have a very big concern about the issue. But we have to get some things that will attach those pupils, those students, to the system.
At this level, there is a disconnect between the higher institutions, students, and government.
In a learning environment, 3 or 4 things are very important to a student. He needs to feed, he needs to have a decent accommodation, then his lecturers are there, his classes are there, they're supposed to be clean
yes.
and things like that. Parents before, they don't have any issue of
accommodation and feeding.
And
Yes.
all those that do schools before now they know.
Exactly.
But
Even books.
now it's a very, very serious issue to parents.
And you know the most annoying thing, if you compare accessibility to learning tools now or instructional materials, is more easier than before.
Yes.
You know, you have e-libraries across the world where you can read books produced today or updated today. You can have new ideas.
So there is not even a very robust system that verifies student papers going into university. If I talked about it, a lot of them will say it's a lie. But we can test them. We do this thing in 2016 also. We try and see to register a master's degree with a fake document, and you will get admission by knowing somebody that would allow you to get the admission, or you pay your money. We tested it the way we did the custom papers that somebody argue with us. We did the same thing so that we show him and we got the admission. So there is not even a system that will verify that. So talk less of us moving to where we want to go to. We can't move on with nothing. And these institutions are very important to us. You can see ASUU, for example, is built in Kaduna without hostel accommodation at all. And when they started, that's when they even give concession for people to build for them on a private basis.
Yes.
And this thing cost almost 80,000 naira per best person. How can parents get that? We want people to get educated. Is it the way we can do it?
It's not,
and also, it's not about
reality.
only the education. We have to put skills into it. Apart from skills, there must be counseling. Very serious counseling when guys are going through schools. Even to know, after my university, what am I supposed to be? How can I be useful to the country? How am I going to be useful to myself?
That overseas, you are attached to
a professor. Yeah. You come late in a class, or you laugh. A lecturer will look at you, Imran, and tell you, I'm going to give you carryover. He will give you carryover not because you are not brilliant. He is giving you as a punishment. How can you punish a person for keeping a whole semester? Or a girl that you wanted to harass, you give her carryover because she is not connected to any professor. If, say, at the school, she has a mentor that was given to her, he will talk on her behalf. So now it's supposed to be indictment on the lecturer. If you do a course and 70% of the student in your class or 50% of the students in your class failed that your course, they're supposed to discharge you from the school because you don't have a school teaching skills. But do we have any system that is checking this for us?
The recruitment system is a problem also, you know, even for the lecturers or entirely in the country, even in the polity, you know, the leadership recruitment system also is poor everywhere.
Let me ask you, apart from me, you and other young men like us that can understand going through universities, how many old guard or politicians can even relate to what we are discussing today? During their time, universities are not like this.
Yes.
So no matter what we are going to tell them, they will never even understand what we are talking. Government is doing a lot of program in agric. But how can they connect this program of agric into the system? Maybe meal ticket for students. Instead of them just
feeding program.
You can just create a chain of food vendors like the way we have the Mr. Biggs and others like this and give it a name in universities. So there are non-university eating platform. One of the best you can take them. You arrange it, put more good chairs. If you're supposed to be paying 200 naira per meal, government will pay 100 naira for you, half of the price. In the system that we don't even have students, don't even have loan. So that's why even if you are good and you are in level 3, your guardian or your parent died, that means you can continue education. And we don't have any system that track those kind of brilliant students.
Yes.
And what happened to all the first class students that were, most of them, we never hear about them again.
After the university, you
don't
know where they are.
The noise makers in the class, we still see them becoming politicians and
the dinos and the rest.
No, bring that one. So we just see people just coming, just jumping up and become something in the future.
Actually.
So, but what we try as much as possible to do in our life is that those people that we think they are our best materials, you understand? We're supposed to create an enabling environment for them to continue what they are doing. Up to today, students have to go and print their projects, graduating projects, into paper at 2020 and submit to your lecturer. We're supposed to be archiving them. I'm supposed to go to APU, click 2005, 2006, and I'll click a department and I'll see all their projects arranged alphabetically. If it's economic or agri, I will have something to do with cattle, something. I will see any project that I can use. This is 2020, Mr. Imran. Somebody has to pay for that. Even if the schools don't have the money to do it, federal government is supposed to be, because that small boy you have seen in the class can bring in an introduction to something that can solve a problem worldwide.
Yes.
But because we ignore all of them,
at the end of at the end of 2, 3 years, 4 years, you go to dustbin in this
university, you see them
find all these projects,
all
or you see them burning them down.
Burning them. Just a routine without any value,
which has no contribution at all to the economy or to learning at all.
And this 2020, who even tell you that young men are now even looking for them to continue in the line of what they have studied in school? How many people you see engineers in the bank?
Not even that. What we are practicing is all of us. But I have left what I studied in university for long, and I have learned a lot of skills, more than 10 skills after leaving university that I can survive on, away from what I studied. 10 skills.
We can't joke with higher institutions. But these higher institution guys that are here, they're supposed to join We Together Nigeria and fit in perfectly. And make sure that as they push an agenda, write something. They have more feelings than us. Maybe us, we finished school some years back. But them, they are now in the school. They know where the shoe is itching. They must tell us, what are we supposed to do? What type of presidency do we need in 2020?
Yes, that is why we are always saying the youth. This student, you are the youth more than us. You are the one feeling the brunt more than us. You are the one facing every day the challenges that the society has to throw on you. You come back home, you experience a lot of waiting days, strikes all over here and there. No any arrangement to even alleviate these sufferings or to even overcome these problems in the shortest possible period of time. You guys are always the ones being used during election, during whatever. Most of the youth are the ones, being the vanguard for the politicians, doing all the dirty works or doing the rallies, which we are always calling on our youth. Let's use this opportunity to tell them that, okay, come 2023, we don't expect to see any youth doing rally on the street or doing anything or pasting posters or whatever. If you have anything to do to tell us, we have our social media. Do a video, tell us what you have for us.
We thank you for taking the time to watch this video to the end. The We Together movement is committed to changing Nigeria, and this is why we make these videos. Please remember that these are just our ideas and opinions. We would love to hear about your ideas and strategies on how we can resolve the issues facing our great nation. Because together we can build a better Nigeria. You can reach us on our website at www.we2geda's.com, or you can follow us and use our hashtags on social media. Join the movement, take action. Let's do it ourselves.